Loading current zone. Stay in that zone. What was that supposed to be? Nope. If I could find an air tank, I might be able to. There, that seems a little more sensible. Making me officially Captain Sensible. Goodbye, HMS Moonstone Cannon. But it's bad boys reign now. Nope, you never need to fuel the motor. At least as far as I can tell. I guess there is a chance of it flipping over, but... There. That's logical. There we go. So yeah, you move pretty fast. Might be again, I'm in a really stupid place, though. But I think just because of the materials we're using, we do kind of flip around, so we need to be careful. With the speed that we're moving at, I feel like we're not at risk of a shark actually catching up to us. But hey, we finally got a motorboat, people. And it is wonderful. We are moving so fast that the game is loading a little slower than usual. I think it's bouncier just because the buoy balls. But it won't let me. You can see, it's incredibly light. Put the plank scrap back. Drop the flare gun with the other flare gun. Gonna hang on to the compass. Yeah, there is some physics with the waves. I feel like I would bounce around a lot more than I do, but that would be incredibly obnoxious, so I'm okay with how it is. Let's go try and catch Gonzales Jr. Actually, what was the name of the giant bull? Antonio. Let's catch Antonio 2. And pretend that there was no Antonio 1. Oh, there's the poisonous thing. Just a spiky ball. Anyone know what those things are called? Because he just poisoned me. Look at those bumps. I'll probably be okay. But I do want to search for another shipwreck with an antidote. It's another thing you can find. I don't think you can craft that one, though. What was that sound effect? Sounded like you're saying, "What the shit?" We did see stingrays around here, not just the one, right? Ah, I almost went on another one. There's something out there. Dare I risk it? It could be another shark. Or maybe just a very solid-looking wave. I feel like as long as I have my feet in water, a shark can grab me. Like, that's how the shark earlier was able to grab me, even though I was on solid land. You can actually see, if you're watching a shark and they're trying to get to you, and they're just swimming along here, they can't actually clip through the ground. Oh, that is the sunlight. Oh, no, there's one. Get in here, Antonio, too. Boing. I think I just wasted all this water. I don't think it turned into salt water, so I guess we're fine. Now you just stay here where you're supposed to. I do like the detail that the ring around the light is a little bit darker. Strange thing about the medium meat, it still also only counts as one serving, even though it's considerably bigger than a small meat. Aha. That's what puking looks like. It did end up getting wasted. That's a shame. So what are some more things you guys want to see for the shack? We've got a couple more tarps. We've got a shit ton of wood. And we have the planks. What should be the last wall here? Another plank window? Some more wood, or should we put a plank window upstairs? I'm going to make the floors wood. Just for now. Give it a nice even consistency. I'm looking around and remembering, oh, right. Four out of 156. And of course, if need be, I can also get rid of the rest of these useless palms. Needs a watchtower. That's an interesting idea. A watchtower attached to the house, or like right next to it? A watchtower would certainly help me actually see things, though with how everything is built, it would be hard to get around. So it would probably have to be attached to the house. I can make wood floors that just sort of extend out like this. Not a foundation. Oh, no, I can't. Wow, look at that. What is that supposed to be? Well, that must have been a waste of wood then. That was weird. Guess you can't build too far away from the foundation. Or whatever the fuck happened there. Yeah, somehow it turned into a weird tile. Let's make this a nice wood and whatever wall. Or we can make a driftwood wall. That looks atrocious. I love it. There's no sense in making that a window. We can't see anything. I do want to actually cover up the house. Let's get us another nice ugly tarp. One on each wall. This really does look like the house of somebody desperate for shelter, just pulled together whatever crap he could find. Oh, I think it's because there wasn't a wall or anything to support this thing over here. And we finally used up all of our tarps. So let's just wood up this bitch. How much wood does Just 4 for a wall, but it goes by quickly. Yeah, we moved to Twitch because everyone was having problems with connections on Hitbox. Still have 80. Nope, thinks it needs a wall. Or rather, it needs a floor or something to connect to. So there is some structure involved, I think is the right word. Yeah, the menus aren't easy to move through. Let's make an ugly driftwood floor to signify where the watchtower comes in. It still won't let me do it. Let's see, where can I put a wooden shelf? That would be of benefit to me. So like I could use it as a platform. It's not solid, wow. So I guess for the watchtower, it's just going to be more conceptual than literal. At least I could build through the floor. So if in any situation I'm able to actually get up onto the roof, there will be a watchtower of sorts. That's as high as I can build from here, though. But hey, our house is now enclosed, as best as it can be. It is an ugly bastard, but it is geometric as fuck, and still kind of awesome. Hopefully we can find more plank scrap, and we can actually do something with that. Let's get Antonio 2 in here. Have him meet his new roommate. Both of them. Even though he's not going to stick around for very long. Bruce. And Schrodinger. Well, it is more of a long tower than a watchtower. So I'll give you that. Make Antonio the welcome mat. Well, he's not going to stay there. Try as we might. We can try, at least. And there we are. Please don't go rotten. Boy, howdy did it. I'm just never gonna trust meat again. Yeah, it doesn't look great. Almost looks like I've got holes in my arm. We're probably gonna need to speed up my search for some antidote. Though I have no idea where we'd find some. It is unfortunate you can't craft any type of antidote or anything. Just a bandage, which I'm pretty sure isn't gonna help. Everything wrong with me is internal. Just as something else to do. Let's make another campfire. So I can actually put something else other than a distillery down. Like, for example, a smoker. It'd be awesome if I could make a hobo stove, but I can't see that happening ever. Smoker is something I haven't seen utilized at all. That, I'm pretty sure, you use to cure meats. Everything wrong with me is internal. That's a pretty good description of me, actually.
Oh, gross.
Did you hear that? The guy actually said, ugh, gross. They so ripped it. We'll leave that there. And we'll light it. It's dumb that even a special spear like that still can't catch fish. I gotta use a fishing spear. Did I lose it? Really? I did. I threw it away. I threw away my refined spear. Alright, are we ready to brave the unknown once again? Southeast. I know that's where... Yeah, we can just... Oh no, that's a smudge on my monitor. But in that direction is an island we've already been to. Same for northeast. I think you can just barely see it. Or maybe I just really need to clean my monitor. But let's go exploring some more. Another panic save. And let's proceed east. On the Tipper, as it is now code-named. Funny thing about the compass, as soon as you get into your raft, the compass closes, but you still have it in your hand when you get off of the raft. But you need to deselect it in order to reopen it. Hi, Chibi. You made it. How do you like our new ride? It's kind of graphically ridiculous. East is the island we've already been to. So let's divert. Oh no, oh no. That is a very real risk. You need to be very careful. But this is why we panic saved. It's not very easy to flip it over. Even though it's perfectly easy to flip it over the first time. What is even happening? Yeah, this one's nicknamed the Bad Buoy. Because, well, look, it's what it's made of. I did it. In the words of Jacob, I don't know what I did, but I did it. I feel like I made the game more of a challenge by using the buoy balls. Jeez, it does look like I'm driving headlong into some horrible mist. On different islands, you can usually find new construction materials like what we use to make the motorboat. What I'm looking for is some antidote, because I stepped on a sea urchin and I'm poisoned. I think I'm very slowly losing health, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it's not a good thing, and I can find some antidote on shipwrecks. But I doubt there's going to be one on this island. At least because I have the motorboat, it's going to take almost no time at all to get to new islands. I did actually draw out a small map to help me visualize where everything is, and I actually named every island, except for the two that we discovered today. There are tarps. I do like tarps. Semi-ironically. Oh, it did clear up. Thank you for noticing. Then I don't need to care anymore. Waka waka. What did I name the island? Let me see if there's another tarp. I don't think there is. Be cool if there were some planks here too. What I should be doing. You're welcome, everyone. He said only half tongue-in-cheek. But, let me go to OBS and I can actually pull up the image that I drew. I drew it extremely poorly in MS Paint. But I did label them depending on the number, in order of which we discovered them. I mean, the first one's Smalls, because it was just a tiny island with trees and lashing. I think I went there maybe once when I was farming. The parentheses are just, here's some of the materials I'm most likely to find in the event that I need to do more farming, which I probably will. Number 2, I named Biggie Jr. It was the first big island with the craggy rocks we went to, because the island we found today with the motorboat parts, I wanted to name Biggie. Biggie Sr., because it was the important one. That's where I got the pines and the duct tape. Number 3 was another tiny, because it was a small island. It also had a lot of rocks. And number 4, where we found that boar, the one that apparently drowned itself and disappeared, I named it Boar's Tub. Biggie Sr. is also kind of a boar's tub because that fucker is gone. And this one, also you could call tiny, I guess. But let us proceed. Who wants me to continue going east? I'm going to continue going east. I don't think there's going to be another island out there. I feel like it's in a 3x3 grid. But there will be a point where I reach the deep waters. And when I do, there aren't any more islands. And it's creepy and eerie out there. There is some fog of discovery, though. If it's not a 3x3 grid, it's a 4x4. Yeah, like, unless it's Beastie Boys, Open Mike Eagle, or Run the Jewels, I'm not going to get a rap reference. Here's another big island. That's a tall island. We'll name it Tall Boy. I think the boats we saw on that other island are as big as they'll get. Some of them are more destroyed than others. Here's what I was talking about with the compass. Look at that. That's not helped. Not worried about wood. I'll farm all that off the stream. Even though I feel like we've gotten as much in the building of our house as we're going to get for a while. Does this one also not have a toolbox? That's kind of a jip. You don't have to. It's an option. Which I will be utilizing because I have problems. That is a funky looking rock formation. Almost looked like a throne for a second there, or a face. Like a caveman you'd see in Banjo-Kazooie or something. This is basically the same island as we've seen twice now. Alright, and we continue due east. Weird that the motor just abruptly gets louder. Careful. Now you look and see. Doesn't quite look like the fog of discovery. Because I think we're reaching the border. Yep. See those? Those aren't lights. Those are non-physical buoy balls. That's a sign you've entered the deep water. But if you look, it looks like there's still more fog way out there. Truly a creepy experience being out here. For more than just that tune of the shark. Yeah, and it is the void. This all just looks wrong. Like, if I was in this situation, I would think I was losing my mind or something. I don't know what's out in deep water. I feel like maybe there'll be a whale. A non-violent whale. But I don't actually know. For the most part, it's just empty water. Another big island. Oh, definitely sharks, I'm sure. Not seeing another shipwreck. Oh, nope, there's one. Even looks like there's a light on. They're just kind of funky. Excuse me. Well, fine. You live your life, pal. Aha, here we go. Here's some barrels. There's no way I'm going to be able to carry that on my raft, though. But we found the barrels. Let's at least make an ersatz hobo stove. Except I'm full of shit. In multiple ways, but you know what I mean. I do make both, Chibi. It's got a bunch of crabs for our hobo stove. Making the hobo gravy. I just need another rock. This is unnerving. It's like this game's version of Easter Island. And now we can make a hobo stove. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I just barfed into my new stove. You know something they could easily crib from another game to make that easier? In Lost in Blue, you could combine that with a bow. Like, your kindling to light your campfire. And then that would speed it up considerably. So that's how the hobo stove works. You return in time to see the hobo stove in action. Kinda cool looking. I don't know where I got the grate from. This is kind of a cozy little island. Corner of it, anyway. Let's actually check out the rest of this. We'd need all three if we wanted to make a barrel raft base. But I kind of like our buoy balls, even though if it's making things more difficult. There's another torch. One thing that they changed, which was a good idea, they actually, when you find a torch, they had it mapped automatically to R, instead of taking up a space in your inventory. Apparently that was an addition, and then they took it out again. I don't know why. Antibiotics, there it is. We found it long after my skin cleared up. Use street poisoning. I think you use it immediately. And as you noticed, poisoning is not permanent. It feels like bleeding is. Let's at least have some breakfast. There we are. And we're good to go.